Hi guys, so today we're going to be picking parts for the best Intel gaming PC under $1,000. So without further ado, let's start this video. So for our CPU, we have the Intel Core i5-10400F. So it's already an outpassed processor. However, it has 6 cores. It has a minimum frequency of 2.9 GHz, which is pretty good for a gaming PC, as nowadays games and titles benefit from uh, high high gigahertz processors that can boost higher. So this processor can boost up to 4.3 gigahertz, which is pretty good for a CPU that only costs $122. So we also chose the F version of the CPU as it doesn't have inboard graphics, so it decreases the overall cost of the CPU. And since we have a graphics card integrated in this build, we will not need integrated graphics from the CPU. So for cooling, we decided to include a CPU fan. So we chose the Noctua NH-U9S fan because due to its incredible performance, it's a very good fan that cools the CPU really well. And it might be a bit pricey at coming up at $60, but it will get the job done. And the fans and Noctua, the brand, is known for also making fans that don't create almost no noise, so the computer will stay nice, cool, and will not make a lot of sound. So for motherboard, we have gone with the ASRock B560 Pro 4, which is a fairly decent motherboard that has 4 PCIe Gen 4 slots, 3 slots, sorry, and it is a very good board. It's ATX. It's also very cheap, only $98 when it costed $123. So this is good for us, so we can save a bit money for other parts of this build. It's a fairly decent board that supports up to 11th gen processors of Intel. Therefore, you can upgrade your processor further down the line if you want to. However, the now 12th gen Intel processors have a different socket, so keep in mind that you will not be able to use 12th gen processors from Intel with this motherboard. It also has 2 PCIe slots, so you can use up to 2 graphics cards with this motherboard. So for our graphics card, we went with the GIGABYTE Eagle OC RTX 3060 graphics card, as it's a very good graphics card and it only costs $400. So GPUs have been very pricey these last 2 years due to stock issues, and so it's a very good opportunity for us to buy a graphics card that it's very good, has a decent performance for 1080p, and by only spending $400. So it's an LHR version for those of you who want to use this graphics card, maybe for mining when you are not using it. So, and it has 2 HDMI 2.1 ports and 1 display port. It has 12 gigabytes of DDR6 memory, which helps you in the more demanding games. It's also a very good card. You have NVMe encoding for those of you who want to stream it or doing video editing and things like that. So keep in mind it might be pricier than some AMD options, but however, keep in mind that you have NVMe encoding here, which doesn't compare even to AMD software, and you also have the DLSS 2.0, which helps you which helps you increase your FPS in demanding games. So for RAM, we went with GeForce VULCAN Z's 16GB kit. There are 2 kits, so you can take advantage of dual channel, and it's 3000 mega transfers per second, which is fairly good for a kit of memory. This kit of memory is nothing special. It's very basic, very cheap for only $49. However, it does its job. And it doesn't compromise us on a lot. Therefore, we can save up some money for other parts like the graphics card of this or the CPU. So for storage, we went with a 1TB Sabrent Rocket NVMe PCIe Gen 3 M.2 SSD because it's cheap, it's not crazy expensive, and it has some great read and write speeds, which will allow the user to load games really fast. Especially these nowadays AAA titles, which take lots of time to load. It will be much quicker, and the boot time of Windows will be also much quicker due to the increased speeds of this SSD. To power our PC, we went with an EVGA Supernova 75 watt Gold Plus power supply. This power supply is modular. It has 750 watts. Therefore, you can upgrade your GPU if you want down the line. And it comes with, and it only costs $80. It has a massive discount of $60, so this makes one of the best power supplies you can buy right now with this price. It's also really efficient, so you won't be spending a lot of money with a lot of excess money in electricity when using this PC. Last but not least, we have the case. This is a Corsair 4000D airflow tempered glass. It's an amazing case that comes with already two Corsair fans, 120 millimeters, so it already has some airflow, and it only costs $90. It's a premium case. It has a mesh front, very nice, with some dust filters included, and it has a tempered side panel, which allows you to see and show off your PC. So this PC will cost you more or less around $1,000 at this time, at the time of making this video. In my opinion, I think this is a great PC. It has an RTX 3060 OC, already overclocked for the people that don't know what OC means. And in my opinion, it's a very good PC. It has a very good processor that boosts really high, so that you can get those high FPSs. The graphics card also has DLSS 2.0, which helps you increase the FPS also in the games. And you have a very good, nice case. You have a very efficient power supply that's also fully modular. And I think this PC will last you for some years, and it's very upgradable. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you thought about this build. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't like some parts, please tell us, and tell us what you want to see in the next upcoming videos. Maybe some parts, some combos of GPU and CPU, for us to keep in mind what you want and what you like to see on this channel. And see you next time on the next video.